everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Get in here. Whoa, I'm looking wild tonight. Oh my God. Hi. Happy Monday evening. Happy Made for Monday. It's all about you guys. How are you? How was your weekend? Get in here. I will wait. I think I made my coffee a little bit too hot. So, yeah, you guys are doing good. Before we jump in tonight into anything serious, well, you know, this is our quiet corner of the internet. We don't get too serious over here. We're just laid back, talking real life things and just enjoying our life, enjoying ourselves. So, how was your weekend? How was your Monday going so far? Did you do anything exciting? Are you guys feeling great? I know I'm asking all of these. Hey, hello, hi. Oh, hey, Ashley. Welcome to the chat. How are you? So yeah, what's going on in you guys' world? How's it going? So if you could describe one happy Monday. Hey, Nehemiah, welcome to the chat. I see you online. So if you could use one word today to describe how you are, like to describe yourself, what would that one word be? I'll tell you what my one word is. Of course, I mean, people say blessed all the time, but when I say blessed, I really do mean it. Blessed and highly favored of the Lord. That is me on this day. Before we get into the topic tonight, I'm going to tell you about my weekend. I had a fabulous birthday weekend, friend. It was amazing. My birthday was on Saturday, and thank you all for the well wishes. I got a lot of texts. I got a few phone calls. Yeah. And I got to go do what I love to do best. I went shopping. Of course, I always do that. And I went out. My son, I got the best son in the whole wide world. He's my one and only love. He and his sweetheart took me out and they treated me like royalty. And I really do appreciate that because my son, he's a old grown up now. He doesn't hang out. Relieved. I know that's right. Relieved. Ashley says she's feeling relieved today. Yep, that's good. I'm so glad that you're feeling relieved because sometimes we do need that pressure taken off. We do need to be relieved. So yeah, my son and his sweetheart treated me like royalty this weekend. Oh my God, I got gifts. Even though it's not about the gift, it's actually the time spent because you can't get that time back. Now that my son is older, he's working a lot. He's spending a lot of time with his sweetheart, and any chance he get to spend with his mom, it's like, oh my God, that just makes my day. But anyway, so my weekend, like I said, was good. My birthday was fabulous. Yes. And yeah, so here we are tonight. Now, before we get into tonight's topic, I'm going to be talking about that was just my little moment of gratitude. I just wanted to say how grateful I am for my family, how grateful I am for the love of my friends and people who celebrate you. You know, it's not always about gifts. It's always about the time. And if you've ever been to this channel, you will hear me say that so many times. Community is everything. You cannot do life alone. You cannot do life alone. So now, before as we're gonna be wrapping up February. This is the last month of February, and who remembers our theme for the month? If you remember the theme for the month, write our theme in the chat if you remember. And I know Nehemiah, you should remember our theme. I don't know about Ashley, but if you don't remember, our theme for the month has been still faithful every step of the way. In week 1, we talked about God, recognizing God's faithfulness, right? Remember? Yeah. Week 2, we talked about faith doesn't quit. When you have faith, it doesn't quit. And then week 3, we talked about when times get hard, when those hard seasons roll around, stay faithful. So tonight we're going to be wrapping up the month of February. And I need you guys to be in agreeing with me, like praying for your girl Rere. What will be our theme for March? Because I go into meditation, I'm journaling, I'm seeking the Lord's face, and I'm really seeking his guidance for what is our theme, because I do like to talk about, I do like to do these segments and our talks in themes. So I don't know what March is going to bring, but I do know that it's going to be favorable. The Lord always shows up and gives me just the right theme for each month. So yeah, this week is week 4, last week. And the title, I mean, what we're going to be talking about tonight is still on the topic of being faithful, but we're continuing in his grace. Because honestly, the only reason why we're all still standing, the only reason why we're all still here is because of God's good grace. I had to get in closer so you can hear me. You hear me? You hear me? Knock, knock. You hear me? It's because of God's faithfulness, his grace. That is the only reason why we're still here. So there are moments this month where if it was not for the grace of the Lord, this month, because this has been a really busy month. I'm gonna be honest. From December all the way up until now, and then I do believe even into the earlier part of March, it is super busy for me at work. It's busy for me in my personal life. And just like Joshua, how God showed up and caused the sun to stand still, because Joshua needed that help. He wasn't strong enough in that moment to continue on, but because he needed the help from the Lord, he asked the Lord for help, and that's what the Lord did. He showed up, and that's what I'm asking. I'm asking for God to show up in these moments where I'm stretched so much. My coffee's getting cold. I need to take just a moment, take a little sip of my coffee. So if you've ever been stretched and feel like there's not enough yous, you need more than one you need a personal assistance, or you need someone to stand in the gap with you, I know you guys are out there, and I know you understand what I mean. It gets tough and it feels like you can't carry those loads by yourself. That's when you're going to continue to stay faithful, continue in God's grace, because it's his grace that's going to carry you through. So yeah, let me take a little pause. We're already 8 minutes in. And for those of you who are just coming in, I am Aretha, but everyone here on my channel call me Rere. And this is JOLAS Tees, our quiet corner of the internet where you can come and breathe, let your hair down, pin it up, get a cup of coffee, whatever, and just relax. You can be yourself. No judgment over here. We're all about encouraging one another. So Pisces season, we Pisces, we rule. And I celebrate my birthday every single day of the month of February. So when March 1st land, I'll take a break and start celebrating those March babies. And I got Fedra. She's coming up. I believe my Pookie Poo birthday is March. Is it March 6th or March 7th? I can't remember. But my little Pookie Poo, her birthday is coming up. So yeah. So and now the second thing I want to talk to you guys about is how grace meets you in those small steps where you feel like, and I said it last week too, and I'll say it again this week. Those small steps that you're taking, you may not feel like they're a lot. People around you may think that it's not a lot, but it really is. Those small steps are those little bitty baby steps that are getting you to, getting over the hump, getting over an obstacle. So keep taking those steps, because those steps matter. It's not about great big leaps or perfect days or you got it all together, because you won't. You're going to have some crash and burnout moments. March 6th. Yay. That is my Pookie's birthday. Fedra, hey, honey bun, your auntie love you so much. Her birthday's coming up in a few days. So yeah, you're gonna have some crash out moments, some lose your cool moments. You're gonna have all those. But those small steps mean something. So, let me take a break. Let me take a break, guys, because I get so excited when I get home here with my friends. So anyway, what's been up with you guys? I know Fedra's birthday is coming up March 6th. What else has been going on with you guys? You know, I like to hear from you guys too. I don't want to be over here doing all the talking. You got any questions? You guys got any questions for me? I'll be glad to answer them. So grace, as I was saying, grace has gotten me through a lot of tough times, and it's carried me further than I thought it could ever. It's carried me further. I'll say that a zillion and one times. Grace has carried me further than I thought it ever could. I didn't make it because I'm so smart, although I do pride myself. I do know a little. What's your question? Okay, you have a question? Ask me your question. Although I do have a little something up here, but it's everything I have, and I owe everything to the Lord because God stayed faithful in my life. So I'm continuing in his grace, and I pray in the same for you guys as well, that you continue in God's grace. Yep. Let him lead the way. Lord, take the wheel. Let me turn the fan on, because sometimes when I drink this coffee, I get a little heated. Give me just a second. I'll just turn the fan on. I'll be right there. Turn it on just to get a little breeze. It's a little cool outside. The weather changed a little bit here in Houston. It got a little bit cooler. So maybe in the next few days, it may warm up a little bit. Sorry. I got my face right up in the camera. Yep. God has been faithful. If he's been faithful in your life, I know he has. Let me hear a woo woo. The Lord has been faithful. So yeah, for anyone, again, if you're just joining, we're just over here talking about how faithful the Lord has been and how we're going to continue in his grace, because his grace is what's going to carry us through the goods, the bads, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. Not because you're so strong, because a lot of times God has been faithful. Absolutely. Because a lot of times we think that we're doing things in our own strength. No, you're not. You're not doing anything in your own strength. You're doing things in the strength of the Lord, because God continues to give you the strength that you need. Now, I'm not going to say, I tell you that, you guys, that every time I come on Mondays. I don't like to make these videos too long, but I do want you to know that how much I care about you. I say that every single Monday. I love you guys so much. I appreciate all of the support, and I appreciate you guys showing up with me every single Monday. So as we close out February, I just want to remind you that you do not have to rush through life. You don't have to do life alone. You depend on the Lord because he's faithful. So you want to continue in his grace, and the Lord will continue to show up for you. As long as you're dependent on him, he will continue to show up for you. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to strong arm anyone to believe what you believe. Believe God, because he believes in you. Just keep taking those small steps. Let God's grace carry you through the rest of this evening, through the rest of the week, through the rest of the day, because Monday is made for me. It's made for you. And it's not just about Monday. It's about every single day. But Monday, I like to jump on here and just to just talk and take some breaths and calm down and relax and get through our weeks calmly. Okay, so I find my final thing before you go. Take good care of yourself, okay? You only get one body. Take good care of it. And as you're stepping into March, step into March with God's grace. Amen. Amen to that. Step into the month of March with God's grace. And just don't be too hard on yourself, because sometimes we beat ourselves up when we need to do more loving on ourselves than beating ourselves up. You're only one person. You cannot do it alone. All right. Okay. Love you so much. Come back here on Monday, and I don't know. It'll be a surprise about our theme for the month. Stepping into March with God's grace. Amen to that. So we'll have a theme for March coming up next Monday. And yeah, we'll see you guys back here. Bring someone with you. Support the channel. Don't forget, we're still going forward in our movement. It's not a moment. It's a movement. Still faithful. Faithful. Go to our website. These t-shirts are live on our website. Support the channel. Support Rere. Okay? All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great one. I love you so much and appreciate you. Take good care of yourself. Have a great rest of your Monday evening, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and your time in the Lord. Get involved in your local church. Okay? Bye-bye. Talk to you later. Bye. Love you guys. Love you all. Bye. Bye. Let me see how we're going to turn this off. Love the hearts. Bye.